Top 10 Most Unexpected Things Found at Flea Markets. Flea markets are treasure troves filled with a mix of ordinary and extraordinary items. Some visitors have stumbled upon hidden gems that turned out to be incredibly valuable or historically significant. Here are 10 of the most surprising discoveries made at flea markets. 1. The original Declaration of Independence copy. In 1989, a man bought an old, beat-up painting for $4 at a flea market in Pennsylvania, only to discover a folded document hidden in the frame. That document turned out to be one of only 24 original copies of the Declaration of Independence, and it later sold at auction for over $2 million. 2. A rare Imperial Fabergé egg. In 2014, a scrap metal dealer bought a golden egg for $14,000 at a flea market, planning to melt it down. Upon closer inspection, he discovered it was an Imperial Fabergé egg created for the Russian royal family. This one-of-a-kind find was later valued at an astonishing $33 million. 3. Vintage Navajo blanket. A California man found a vintage blanket at a flea market for a few dollars, thinking it would be good for his dog. After an appraiser recognized it as a rare Navajo First Face Chief's blanket from the 19th century, it was sold at auction for over $1 million. 4. Ansel Adams lost negatives. A man paid $45 for a box of glass negatives at a flea market, only to later discover they were lost negatives by famous photographer Ansel Adams. Although their authenticity was debated, they were still valued at around $200 million, making this one of the most valuable photography finds ever. 5. Jackson Pollock painting. A woman in California purchased a quirky-looking painting for $5 at a flea market, not knowing it was an original Jackson Pollock. After years of research and authentication, the painting was valued at $50 million, marking it as one of the most significant art discoveries at a flea market. 6. Ancient Egyptian bust. At a flea market in England, a buyer purchased a seemingly old, dusty stone bust for £150. It turned out to be an ancient Egyptian relic, estimated to be around 2,500 years old, likely originating from the time of the pharaohs. The piece was valued at several £1,000s. 7. Chinese bowl from the Song dynasty. A family bought a small, unassuming ceramic bowl at a yard sale for $3, only to find out it was a 1,000-year-old bowl from China's Song dynasty. When they took it to auction, it sold for $2.2 million due to its rarity and historical significance. 8. Vintage Leica camera. A photographer found an old Leica camera at a flea market, which turned out to be one of the rarest models ever produced. It sold at auction for $380,000, as Leica cameras are highly sought after by collectors for their quality and history. 9. Andy Warhol sketch. A student picked up a small drawing at a flea market for $5, which appeared to be just another doodle. However, it was authenticated as a sketch by famed artist Andy Warhol, drawn when he was just a teenager. The unexpected find was valued at over $2,000. 10. Historic baseball cards. In Ohio, a family stumbled upon a collection of rare baseball cards from the early 20th century at a flea market. Included in the collection were cards of famous players like Honus Wagner, one of the rarest cards in existence. The entire set was appraised at over $3 million. Flea markets can be full of surprises, and these stories highlight the incredible finds that can come from a keen eye and a bit of luck. Whether it's priceless art, historic artifacts, or rare collectibles, you never know what you might uncover among the flea market tables.